gonna be a daunting task to do, because we put so much time in that spot. But we all agree that we want to try to be on city property if we're gonna, spend city money. And we've not had any issues there where we're at, other than it just seems to have presented some conflict, as far as SAU helping us run utilities there. And it being on school, it just makes it a lot easier for us as city fathers to allocate funds on city property than city property. So anyway, they were very excited and very pleased and happy that we had made that decision, and in lieu of giving them any money, So that all went well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to talk about the volunteer rescue.
Okay, do you want to wait?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's all good stuff.
Okay.
They're getting ready to sign an agreement with Mobile County and
They
that.
sit down there. That's a list of people who live on Lawrence Williams Road. Supposedly is everyone who lives out there. I had a conversation with Buddy Smith, and they're requesting we put 3 speed bumps out there.
I already talked to Buddy about this about 2 weeks ago, and I told him I can't put speed bumps out until I order the signs first. You have to put out the signs the same time you put the bumps in, and he said he understood that. And I've talked to Tanya about the signs already, because I got 3 streets that actually want it. He told me about this. Buddy told me all about this.
Okay. Well, he called me, okay?
Yeah,
Let me finish
I
my-
understand.
Okay. Are we going to do it then, or?
Well, I'm working on it, so evidently we are going to do it.
Okay, he didn't understand that.
Yes, well, I told him that, Jim. Maybe he didn't understand it, but I did tell him that.
Well, he didn't understand that. He wouldn't have called me if he had understood it, okay?
Well, I mean, he didn't understand it, but I did tell him that. Okay, I wanted to get that clear.
Okay. I understand, and so I can go back and tell him now that we are working on putting the speed bumps in. Do we need to pass a resolution, or
But
can you
when
go
we
ahead?
get the signs in, then we'll do all that other.
Okay, so we're ordering the signs, and we've got agreement that we're going to put the speed bumps in. Okay, fine.
And the 2 other streets along with it, in case you get another call.
Okay,
So I think they are in your district.
ma'am,
I think the other ones are also in your district.
a couple other things. One is we're working on the golf course with the nursery green. We got the new grass in to start a nursery green. Revenue was down in August, and the cafe has been having some issues with hours of operation. There's been some conflict and some issues surrounding that. She's changed her hours a number of times, and it's caused some comments and so forth from the patrons out there. But I think she's maybe on the way to getting it resolved and things are settling down. The other thing is that we had a plan to improve the golf course that we submitted here a while back, or talked about and approved some time ago. One item on that plan was to remove a lot of trees and so forth. And I guess that would require bringing a forester or someone with tree handling, tree cutting equipment and so forth in. What do we need to do to proceed with that?
I've got to go look at the trees, and I told y'all that. I'd like to see what trees y'all were talking about taking down.
Okay, this is kind of one of those things of which comes first, the chicken or the egg. In other words, do you mark the trees and have the trees marked, or just say, well, we're going to proceed with it, and then yes, we are going to proceed with it, and then we mark the trees, and that way we'll know when someone comes out to look at it that we're going to do this. So
you can mark the trees anytime
So-
you want to.
okay.
That way I'll know what trees you're talking about. They're marked.
okay,
And
well,
then we can get someone else to come out, and the ones that I don't think needs to come down, maybe if they're, I discussed that with y'all in the meeting, if you remember.
well, I'm ready to proceed with it. Okay, so we can proceed with marking the trees, and within the next week or so, we'll get someone out to. Do we need to let bids on this, or how are we going to handle that?
You talking about let bids on the ones that
tree
don't
removal, the
come
tree
and
removal.
remove them? Well, we could, but I'm not sure that you're gonna have that many people that's really interested in coming and moving that few trees. But we'll see. Let me see how many trees it is first, and then we'll decide if we need a quote on it.
Okay, can you tell me what the status of the sprinkler system upgrade is? I know we went out for bids.
Well, we were supposed to, I've been gone a week, and I don't know if Lori's got quotes in from the other three, or Jeremy, or anything about that. So no, I don't.
Okay, will Lori be back tomorrow? Or, I know Jeremy doesn't know, I asked him, he doesn't know.
She'll be back tomorrow.
Can I find out tomorrow?
I don't know if you'll find out anything or not. She's been wrestling all week with computer woes, and she's kind of. Well, I mean, you can come and ask her. She may know something. She's been down.
And she's been down, her computer's been down for a week.
Almost 2 weeks
She
now.
just got it back up this week.
Okay, we wanted to proceed with that in October, so that's why I was questioning, and also the tree removal and also the pump repair. And we wanted to proceed also with, in November, then having, just get that in October, and in November, then wanted to have another golf course promotion event.
Yeah.
2 for 1 thing, so, okay.
Well, we just voted to do the,
I'm sorry?
we just voted to let the bids last meeting. So I don't know if she would have anything or not.
The last word I had was, she had some in, was waiting for, had some bids in, is my recollection, and I was waiting for one more. That's
Well,
what I-
I'm going from what's in the
Okay,
minutes.
okay. Steve.
We had 2 quotes in on the fish, was waiting on one more.
Maybe I got that, maybe it was the fish thing.
We just let the bids
I think
2
you're
weeks
right. I
ago,
think it was the
yeah.
fish thing, you're right.
So it may not be back yet.
All right, you're right. Okay. That's all I have.
All right, Stuart, I'll let you have your turn. Item number 1 is the bond resolution. And Stuart's been talking to Lori, so he's going to explain to us.
This is a resolution we got to have just to proceed forward to get going. We have I run a lot the last couple of weeks on this. A bond attorney in Preston Bold has prepared the bond resolution. That's a specialty, and that was recommended by the USDA that we do that, get a bond specialist attorney to do it. He's doing that. There's some blanks in the resolution that I have here tonight. After studying the amortization table, have placed in there, the blanks are there because the loan interest rate when it's closed, maybe we're locked in 4%, it may be less. And so we don't know for certain what the monthly payment's going to end up being, but we know about what it's going to be. It's going to be about $88.75 a month, assuming that we keep the 4% and it doesn't go down. So just for the sake of not slowing things down, if someone proposes to adopt the bond resolution, total amount here, I am going to take the liberty to amend the form that we have by filling in the blank based on what I've written. And I'm just going to, I don't know what to say it now. It's going to be payable at the rate of, if you look at the good today, you see the blanks, 4% per annum, and I put estimated, and then the principal and interest on this wants to be payable, then I have put in monthly installments of $88.75, if at 4% for 30 years, beginning after closing. And then at the end of that, I've added per the amortization table of July 7, 2010, of anticipated monthly payments, if at 4%. This is 360-month note, it's 30 years. And
Did that be July 2011?
I put at the end, I put at closing. The closing can't happen until after construction. Since we just don't know exactly what that date is, except it's in a period of time. So I just put.
I thought you said 2010 on there.
You did.
Yeah, that's it's per this amortization table which was done on 7/17. That's what it was. What I'm doing is just giving this, I don't want this thing to be